Hey guys, this is Chris from Empire Bricks and welcome to yet another LEGO Star Wars review. Today we're having a look at something really special. I've been going through my old stuff, I found this set, I built it, and I really wanted to show it to you guys, so that's why I'm reviewing it. We're talking about set 8008, the LEGO Technic Stormtrooper. It comes with 361 pieces, it was released in 2001, and it originally retailed for $35. No euro price because there was no euro in 2001. So starting it off, this set of course has no minifigures, but that's logical. It's a buildable figure. And we all know the buildable figures of today. They are General Grievous, Darth Vader, Rey, and they're made of special Lego pieces that are designated for buildable figures. The difference with this one is that it is 100% completely made out of Lego pieces or Lego Technic pieces. And that for me is a big pro because I'm not really a fan of the buildable figures. They're just a little bit too crude or simple in a way. They look great, but the build is not there. And here it is. Like I mentioned, 361 pieces. That's a big difference with the current buildable figures. So that's a big plus, and also the size. It's 34 centimeters almost, 33 and a half. And that is compared to, let's say, the current buildable figure of Darth Vader, which is 26. So it's almost 8 centimeters taller, which is, quite a bit. It's pretty large. So no minifigures to show you, so let's dive right into the set. I'll grab it here. First of all, I would like to talk about the looks, and I think it looks great, especially if you consider the fact that it is completely out of Lego pieces. So nothing has been specially molded to create the look of a Stormtrooper. So these are the legs, some feet. The knees are different, a little bit of detail over there. So there's a torso, and then there are two arms, which I will show the functionality later. A front and a back. I don't have the stickers anymore, or at least I had the pieces that the stickers were on, but the sticker has completely dried out and looked horrible because they're still the old paper stickers, but they should be here, and the sticker would represent the back of a Stormtrooper, similar to the stuff you can find on the back of the Lego Stormtrooper minifigures. So that should be here. Going up, there is the back, the shoulders, and there is the head. And talking about the head, I think they greatly captured the look of a Stormtrooper simply with pieces. I mean, the visor is here, the tubing that you normally find a little bit, under the cheeks is there. The shape is sort of okay. So that's quite an accomplishment. Only in the head there is like 60 pieces, so that's a lot of detail for quite a small build. I mean, this is almost the size of a microfighter, which also has somewhere between 60 and 100 pieces most of the time. So yeah, that's great. So the looks, I have to ask your forgiveness for the discoloring of some of the pieces. It has been in the sun for a while. I've had this set for quite some time now. That would be 2001. It's more than 16 years. And some of the pieces have definitely discolored more than the others, which makes me think that they are made of a different paint or different plastic or something, because this one is perfectly white and this one is pretty yellow. But hey, what can you do? So looks are great. Really happy with how that looks. I will definitely keep it in my collection like this, even though of the discoloring. So let's head to the functionality. Starting below, there is no functionality in the legs, not really at least. They wobble around a little bit. That's maybe the only downside of the whole set. That it's kind of flimsy, but that also might be because of the pieces are a bit older, cracking up a bit. But that's just a little bit of a downside. It's hard to have it balanced because it will quickly fall over, but it's okay. So no real functionality in the legs, except for the eye, for detail, for different paddings on the knees. Not entirely sure what they should represent, but it looks good. So that's a plus. Going up to the torso and the back, there is this loose piece, I've checked the instructions multiple times. I can't find anything that you should be doing with this. So I'm just guessing it represents kind of a bag or, you know, some accessories that the Stormtrooper would be carrying. So that's not a real functionality, but it moves. So that's it. Next up are the arms, which are actually a really cool functionality because the joints can really move. So you can actually make him do all kinds of stuff. They gave him fingers, not 5, but 3. But still, I think that's, you know, pretty good detail for a 2001 set. And the reason that this one can move so much and this one can only go up and down is because this arm is supposed to go under this arm so he can support his gun. Now, the whole arm thing can function through a gear on the back. So you can just turn it and it will lift his arms. And as you might have noticed, the right arm it's straight, it doesn't bend or anything, but it has not a stud shooter, but a Lego Technic. Yeah, it's a shooter. It's supposed to be a gun. And I've seen these things before in other Technic sets. And it shoots. And it's quite ingenious because normally there's a pin and you can trigger it. But with this piece here and this kind of wire piece, it goes all the way to his shoulder, and there is a mechanism by which you can shoot it. So you don't even have to touch the gun itself to shoot it off. It fires with this. So you've got the arms moving, you have the gun shooting, there's this posable other arm. So there's a lot of functionality going on. Really cool. Coming up to the head, this one is also attached to a ball joint, so it can actually move around 360 degrees. That's really cool. And last but not least, as you can see, it has these shoulder pads. It has 2, so there's one over there, one over here. This one actually also has this this piece, the gray piece. I just took it off for a moment because this Stormtrooper comes with a optional, as is shown in the instructions, shoulder pauldron. So it looks like a Sandtrooper, if you can call it that. So just put it over here. Have a look at it. And I think it looks amazing with the orange pauldron. Now I say optional because in the instructions you just build it as a Stormtrooper, and then in the last page they show you can actually take the gray bolt off and then put the pauldron on. So that's what I mean with optional. So altogether, this is quite a great set. It took me over an hour to build because there's so many small pieces, and over an hour is way, way better than the current buildable figures. Now I know there are more of these Lego Technic buildable figures. So there's a battle droid, a droidica, I think a Darth Vader, if I'm correct. So there's more in this series, definitely worth having a look at. I can really recommend this set. It's a great build, and I think it beats the current buildable figures any time of the day. So summing it up, I think the biggest pro of this set is all the functionalities. It does quite a lot for something that is pretty simple. Another pro would be, I guess, the number of pieces and the time to build it. But I can only have one really big pro, and I think I really have to go with the functionality. And the biggest con is I think it's a bit flimsy. It's cool to pose it, but it's harder because you really have to be accurate with putting it down and having it stand down. If I move the table, it pretty easily falls over. So that's kind of a con, but all in all, this is a pretty great set. So I really hope you like this review. It's somewhat of a retro review, but it's definitely not the oldest set that I own. So there will be more reviews of old sets coming up. If you like this review, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you at the next video.